Hard drives are the most common type of secondary storage devices and are capable of storing very large amounts of data for long periods of time. This instruction guide will explain how to install a serial ATA hard drive in a desktop computer and offer troubleshooting for some common problems that may be encountered in the installation process. Serial ATA hard drives are newer than IDE hard drives and offer faster and more efficient data transfer. The interface cable of serial ATA hard drives also consists of only 7 wires bundled together, and the cable's small size reduces bulk inside of your computer tower. Installation of a serial ATA hard drive will require having an unused SATA interface port on your motherboard and a free slot in the device bay of your computer case. This instruction should not be performed out of order and are for the installation of a serial ATA hard drive in a desktop computer that is running Windows XP or higher as the operating system. You're going to have to gather the necessary parts to complete the installation. You will need a serial ATA internal hard drive, a serial ATA power adapter cable, serial ATA interface cable, mounting rails, mounting screws, a Phillips head screwdriver, and needle nose pliers. Before you begin, remember to back up existing data if you plan to replace a hard drive with the new serial ATA drive. Also remember to make sure your computer is turned off and unplugged from the wall before opening its case. Begin by powering down your computer and turning it off. This is usually done by logging off of Windows and choosing the turn off setting. Next, unplug the power cord and all other devices connected to the back of your computer so that you can freely be inside of the tower. Remember to open the computer case. If you will be replacing a hard drive with a new SATA drive, you may have to remove an old hard drive. You will need to look in your device bay for the old hard drive and remove it. Begin by disconnecting the power cable from the drive. Then, disconnect the interface cable from the drive. Slide the hard drive out of the device bay and set it on a clean surface. Remember, hard drives are fragile. Take extra care not to drop the hard drive when removing it. Be sure not to put the hard drive on carpet. After you have removed the hard drive from its box and have set it on a clean surface, you are going to have to mount the side rails on the hard drive. Locate the mounting screw holes on the drive. They are located on either side of the drive on the top and the bottom. Remember to protect your computer from static discharge. Before touching the screwdriver to any part of the drive, touch it to the metal chassis of the computer to eliminate static electricity. Now hold a mounting rail over the mounting screw holes and securely fasten it to the hard drive with the mounting screws. Repeat this step for the mounting rail on the other side of the hard drive. You are now ready to install the hard drive into your computer tower. Make sure that you mount the hard drive in a 3.5-inch device bay with the label facing up. Be careful not to mount the hard drive in the CD drive or the device bay, which are usually located above the hard drive bay. Next, attach the serial ATA interface cable to the interface port of the hard drive. Be careful to notice that the interface and power cables have special fitting pins. Be careful not to force a connection to the port with either of the cables. Connect the other end of the interface cable to an available serial ATA interface port on your motherboard. Next, attach the serial ATA power cable to the drive. Connect the other end of the serial ATA power cable to the power supply. If it is already connected, just be sure to connect the power supply to the drive itself. In the next step, you are going to have to make sure that your computer detects the hard drive. If your hard drive is not automatically detected by your operating system, you may need to run BIOS to enable the serial ATA port. To enter BIOS, press the Escape key or F2 key during startup. After you have enabled the BIOS port and your computer has recognized the hard drive, you are going to have to begin to format or partition the hard drive. If the hard drive has never been used before, you have to perform this step. Remember, formatting a hard drive will erase all data. Do not format the hard drive if you are transferring on the drive to your computer. To format the hard drive, navigate to the Start menu and select the Control pane. Choose Administrative Tools and then Computer Management. Select Storage and then Disk Manager. Follow the instructions according to the Help menu to format or partition the hard drive.